Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We all love our furry friends, right? We see them as part of the family. And what's a family gathering or a cozy night in without a little treat? For many of us, that treat is chocolate. That rich, delicious, melt-in-your-mouth goodness. But as you're enjoying your favorite chocolate bar, you might see those big, pleading puppy eyes staring up at you. It's so tempting to share, but you've always heard you shouldn't. Have you ever stopped to wonder why? Why is this universal symbol of indulgence a major no-go for our canine companions? Today, we're going to unwrap the science behind this forbidden treat and find out exactly why chocolate and dogs are a dangerous mix. We'll explore what makes it toxic, what to do in an emergency, and how to keep your best friends safe and healthy. So stick around as we dive deep into this crucial topic for every dog owner. Let's get right into the science of it. The main culprits in chocolate that are toxic to dogs are two chemicals from a class called methylxanthines. You've definitely heard of one of them, caffeine. The other and the more significant one for dogs is called theobromine. Now, humans can metabolize theobromine and caffeine pretty easily. Our bodies have the right enzymes to break them down and process them without much fuss. A little caffeine gives us a boost, and the theobromine in chocolate is just part of the delicious experience. Dogs, however, are a completely different story. Their bodies process theobromine incredibly slowly. This means that when a dog eats chocolate, theobromine builds up in their system to toxic levels. Think of it like a traffic jam in their metabolic highway. While we can clear the road quickly for dogs, the cars just keep piling up, causing a major system-wide problem. This buildup directly affects their central nervous system, their cardiovascular system, and their respiratory system. It overstimulates their heart and brain, which is what leads to the dangerous symptoms we'll talk about shortly. So it's not an allergy, and it's not just an upset stomach. It's a genuine poisoning caused by their body. As inability to handle these specific chemical compounds that we humans enjoy so much. Now, a common question is, does the type of chocolate matter? And the answer is a huge yes. Not all chocolates are created equal when it comes to toxicity for dogs. The danger level is all about the concentration of theobromine. The more bitter and darker the chocolate, the more theobromine it contains, and the more dangerous it is for your dog. Let's break it down, starting with the least dangerous. At the bottom of our toxicity chart, we have white chocolate. It has a negligible amount of theobromine, so it's highly unlikely to cause true chocolate poisoning. However, it's packed with fat and sugar, which can still lead to an upset stomach or even pancreatitis, so it's definitely not a safe treat. Moving up the ladder, we have milk chocolate. This is the most common type of chocolate involved in poisoning cases, simply because it's so common in our homes. It has more theobromine than white chocolate. And a small dog eating a significant amount of it can certainly get into trouble. Next, we have semi-sweet and dark chocolate. The danger level really starts to ramp up here. These contain a much higher concentration of theobromine. Even a small amount of dark chocolate can be dangerous for a small dog. And at the very top of our danger pyramid, we have the most toxic of all, baker's chocolate and cocoa powder. These are extremely concentrated and contain the highest levels of theobromine. Just a tiny amount of baker's chocolate or cocoa powder can be fatal for a small dog. So remember this simple rule: the darker and more bitter the chocolate, the more dangerous it is. So, how can you tell if your dog has gotten into the chocolate stash? The symptoms of chocolate poisoning can vary depending on the amount and type of chocolate eaten, as well as the size of your dog. In mild cases, you might just see some vomiting and diarrhea. Your dog might also seem restless, be drinking a lot more water, and urinating more frequently. It's easy to dismiss these as just a simple upset stomach, but they can be the first warning signs. As the toxicity progresses to a more moderate level, the symptoms become more serious. You might notice your dog's heart rate increasing dramatically, what's known as tachycardia. They might become agitated, hyperactive, and start pacing. They could also start panting heavily. In severe, life-threatening cases, the symptoms are unmistakable and terrifying. The dog may experience muscle tremors, rigidity, and even full-blown seizures. The high heart rate can lead to dangerous arrhythmias or irregular heartbeats. In the most tragic situations, this can lead to collapse, cardiac failure, and unfortunately, death. The onset of these symptoms can take a few hours, typically between 6 to 12 hours after ingestion. So just because your dog seems fine right after eating the chocolate, it doesn't mean you're in the clear. Okay, this is the most important part of the video. What should you do if you know or even just suspect that your dog has eaten chocolate? The first rule is, do not panic, but act immediately. Time is absolutely critical. Your very first step should be to call your veterinarian or an emergency pet poison hotline right away. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. The sooner you get professional advice, the better the outcome will be. When you call, be prepared with as much information as possible. You'll need to tell them your dog's approximate weight, the type of chocolate they ate, and how much you think they consumed. If you have the wrapper, keep it. It has all the information the vet will need, including the ingredients and the amount in the package. Based on this information, the vet will perform a quick calculation to determine if the dose was toxic. They will then give you one of two instructions. The amount was very small and non-toxic. They might advise you to simply monitor your dog at home for any signs of an upset stomach. However, if there's any risk of toxicity, they will tell you to bring your dog to the clinic immediately. Please do not try to induce vomiting at home unless you are specifically instructed to do so by a veterinary professional. Doing it incorrectly can be dangerous and cause more harm. At the clinic, the vet team has safe and effective ways to manage the situation, which may include inducing vomiting, administering activated charcoal to absorb the toxins, and providing intravenous fluids and supportive care to manage the symptoms. The key takeaway here is, contact a vet. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So let's wrap this up. We've learned that chocolate is dangerous for dogs because of two chemicals, theobromine and caffeine, which their bodies can't process effectively. We've seen that the darker the chocolate, the greater the danger, with Baker's chocolate and cocoa powder being the absolute worst. We've also covered the symptoms to watch for, from mild tummy upset to severe life-threatening seizures. And most importantly, we've established the #1 rule: if your dog eats chocolate, call your vet immediately. Responsible pet ownership is all about creating a safe and loving environment for our animals. This means being mindful of the human foods that are around our homes. The best way to prevent chocolate poisoning is simple. Keep all chocolate products, including cocoa powder, candy, and desserts, well out of your dog's reach. Store them in high cupboards or sealed containers that they can't get into. During holidays like Easter, Halloween, and Christmas, be extra vigilant when there are more treats around. Educate your family and any guests about the dangers, especially kids who might not know better and want to share their candy. Our dogs give us so much unconditional love and joy. The least we can do is protect them from dangers like this. A little bit of prevention goes a long way in ensuring our furry family members live long, happy, and healthy lives. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Canine Secrets for more essential pet care tips. Stay safe and give your dog a big hug for me. See you in the next one.